Hi class, and welcome to week 2 of our summer semester. Some of you have already finished the activities for week 1, so I thought it would be helpful to open up the second week's module. And from now on, I will go ahead and open up each week's module starting Thursdays. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's due in week 2. Yes, I rhymed. So let's go ahead and look. And here is your schedule for the week. So a little bit of overview. We're going to jump into talking about visual impairment and hearing impairment. You're going to see a couple of the lecture quizzes and a lot of really great assignments looking at how to use specific strategies and specific curriculum to support children with these specific diagnoses. So I'll move down so you could take a look at the actual activities. So it's another week packed with, it looks like a little bit of an overwhelming schedule, but they are all very meaningful activities. So I really think that once you dive in, you're really going to enjoy the work. So the first thing you're going to see here is your discussion for the week, which is a hearing impairment empathy activity, and I'll go over that more in detail. As the rest of your discussion post will be due. This one is due the same time frame. Your initial post is due on Friday the 14th, and your responses to your peers are due by Sunday the 16th. Okay. The next activities you have are your 2 play pause it lecture quizzes. So one is on hearing impairment and one is on vision impairment. They're both worth 20 points and they're both due on Sunday the 16th at 11:59. Your next activity is going to be an article activity that I'm really excited about. It's the first time I've done this activity, but I really think it's going to help you practice for your final case study write-up, which will happen on our very last week of this class. So I'll go over that in detail as well in just a second, but it's also due Sunday. Actually, the rest of your assignments are due Sunday. You'll have a YouTube video search assignment, pros and cons of cochlear implants reading assignment, and a watch and respond video. So let's go ahead and go to your first assignment, and I can do a little bit about a little explanation. This is not linked to any specific assignment. I just thought it was a helpful video for you to really look at how hearing works. It's specific for children, but I think it's really helpful. I think it really breaks down a lot of the anatomy of the ear, and it shows us how sound moves through and is deciphered by the different parts of the ear and the brain. So I will continue on to our actual assignments. So here is your first assignment, which is that discussion post that I talked to you about. What you're going to do, I know all of us are probably watching more TV than we ever have before, but for this week, you're going to watch your favorite show with no sound at all, so nothing at all. And you will be using your closed captioning system. So the goal here is to really pick up on how that experience was for you. Did you have any specific emotions that came up? Was there any frustration? Did you feel like you were having to focus on the words more than the actual picture? Tell me exactly what your experience was like. And then I'd also like you to share the experience with somebody if somebody is living with you in your home, or if you feel safe enough to have somebody with you while you're watching something. Tell me about their experience. Did they leave? Did they want you to change the channel? So be as detailed as possible. And then what I'd like you to do is connect these feelings, emotions, this experience with what a child might be feeling, a child with hearing impairment might be feeling when they are in a social environment or when they are in their classroom and they're having to decipher between visual different visual stimuli, okay? And then what I'd like you to do is respond to 2 other students and comment on their experience. So that is your discussion for this week. Let's go to our next assignments. Your play pause it lectures are going to be the exact same format as week 1. So you have 2 play pause it lectures. I'll go to the next one. Okay, so what you'll also find this week is your YouTube video search. So for this activity, I want you to use YouTube as your guide, as your resource. And what you're going to do is you're going to find me 3 separate videos, and you're going to find me one video of a child using cued speech or somebody explaining what cued speech is. You're going to find me one video of a child babbling in sign language. And then you're going to find me another video of somebody using American Sign Language, a child using ASL, somebody describing ASL to a child. So there has to be some kind of link to children. So what you're going to do, how you're turning this in, is you're going to provide me with a document. You're going to copy and paste the link to your video within your document. And then under the link, I would like you to describe the video to me in 3 to 5 sentences. So I just want to make sure that you watched the video before you copied and pasted the link. Okay, so that is your assignment that's the description of this assignment. Okay, your next assignment is regarding an article that I would like you to read. And within the article, there's actually 2 TED Talks that I'd also like you to watch. So your response is going to be a response to the article as well as the 2 TED Talks within the article. So you're going to respond in to what you've learned in about half a page to a full page. And it most likely will be a full page. I want to know exactly what you've learned. Okay. There's your other play pause it lecture. I'm going to move on. Here's your watch and respond. This is probably one of my favorite videos of the entire semester. It's this amazing play space for children who are blind and visually impaired. And it is incredible. The environment that they've created for these children is just fantastic, probably one of the best environments I've ever seen. So I'd like you to watch the video, and then once you watch the video, or as you're watching the video, I would like you to tell me how this program has addressed gross motor, cognition, social development, and musical intelligence. So you can write number 1, gross motor, and then describe specific activities, specific observations that you're seeing within the video. And so they should be full sentences, real examples that you're seeing throughout the video. Okay. Now, next activity. So this one I'm really excited about. It's that new one that I told you about at the beginning. You have 2 articles that I would like you to read about adapting the environment for children who have a visual impairment. Really, really amazing resources and within each of these articles. So what I'd like you to do is read the articles, take some notes on the articles, and then use this image. Take a look at it, and whatever strategies you learned within these articles, I want you to tell me how you would use specific strategies to address this environment in particular. So tell me, the example I gave you was within this environment, I would use large print textured labels on the different toy cubbies so that children could find where to find toys tactily. tactily. So they'd be able to touch and find where the puzzles go, or touch and find where the blocks go. So I want you to be very specific in your reasoning as to why you would use those different strategies. I'm pretty open in this, so if you have an environment that you're already working in and you'd like to tell me how you plan on adapting your own environment, so if you're working in a preschool or a childcare setting and you want to take a picture of that environment without children there, because I'm not sure what permissions you have as far as sharing children's pictures, but without any children, if you want to tell me how you would adapt that specific environment, please upload a picture of that environment and your write-up as to how you would adapt the environment. Okay, so that is that assignment, and then you're done for the week. So it looks like a lot, but again, once you dive in, I think you're really going to enjoy the assignments for the week. So have another wonderful week. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, and I will be recording another video for you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.